Most people think of the calf as one muscle, but there are actually two main muscles that you need to understand if you want lower legs that actually grow: gastrocnemius and the soleus. The gastrocnemius is the larger, more visible calf muscle. It sits on top and creates that diamond shape that most people want. And it has two heads, the medial head and the lateral head. The medial head is the inner part of the calf. This is the side that often looks bigger, and it hangs a little bit lower when it's developed. And then we have the lateral head, which sits more on the outside of the calf, and it helps create width and shape from the side and back. The gastrocnemius originates above the knee joint and inserts down into the Achilles tendon. Because it crosses the knee, it's going to work hardest when your leg is straight. Its main jobs are pointing the foot downwards, what we call plantar flexion. It also helps assist with knee flexion slightly. Now the soleus sits underneath the gastrocnemius, and you can't see it as much, but it adds a huge amount of thickness to the calf region. It originates below the knee, and it also attaches into the Achilles tendon. Now because it doesn't cross the knee joint, it's going to work best when your knee is flexed. To train the gastrocnemius, use the standing calf raise machine where your knee is extended. And if you slightly point your toes out during the calf raises, you're going to generally bias the medial head more. If you point your toes in slightly, you're going to bias the lateral head more. And if your toes are straight, you'll get a more balanced stimulus across both heads. Now for the soleus, use a seated calf raise machine. The bent knee position takes some focus away from the gastrocnemius, and it's going to shift it onto the soleus. So remember, if you want calves that look complete, you need to train both muscles properly. Have a straight knee when you train to bias the gastrocnemius, and then have a flexed knee when you train to bias the soleus.